Christina here for BikeBandit.com. In this video, we're looking at the Sidi Women's Street lineup. I have Ryan from Moto Nation that's going to be helping us break them down. Ryan, I'll leave it to you, my friend.
Sure. First off, right off the bat, all the street boots for women, they're made on a woman's foot last. They're not men's small boots, you know, like a lot of companies are like, oh yeah, we sell them in a 34, but it's a 34 men's boot.
Yeah.
All the boots are made off of women's foot last, so they're going to fit a woman's foot better. I'm going to start off with the Vertigo lay. This boot will have the most protection in the women's lineup. It's exactly the same as the men's boot, the Vertigo.
Yeah.
Again, except it's just built on a women's foot last. So a lot of those same features you'll see in this boot. You have the air vent on the side. Works really well. I know that's some boots will put that on there just for vanity, but it's actually very functional air vent. Replaceable toe slider. The anti-shock heel cup is replaceable. And the ankle ball protection, as well as the whole shin protection, as well, and the adjustable calf in the back. Everything that you see screwed on here is pretty much replaceable, which Sidi puts on the outside for a reason. It's kind of I call it an exoskeleton, in that if you do happen to have to use these and you go down, you can just replace them. They're not under the material of the boot, and you're not going to, you know, when you go to use those, whether they're replaceable or not, you're going to have to replace your boot because it'll just be shredded.
Exactly. They stick out enough to not damage the material,
right,
too.
Yeah. And they make it so pretty that you don't want to damage it anyway. Yeah, the only women's boot that comes is the only one that comes with the adjustable heel calf in the back, which you can see opens up quite a bit.
Wow.
And that'll leave you room for, if you have a bigger calf area, you can tuck your riding leathers into it, and then all you do is just turn of the buckle, lock it up, and it won't come undone at all.
Nice.
And it uses the same tensioners as on the $500 race boots that are being raced in MotoGP and stuff. It's really strong material.
After a while, do these wear out and you need to change it? No?
Never.
Wow. You would think they would because they're so thin.
Yeah, I've never seen one break, or if anything, a piece of the plastic may be damaged in an accident or a wreck, and then you're taking the whole plastic piece off, but the tensioners I've never seen break.
So are these leather boots? Because I see these are a lot shinier than this.
Yeah, these kind of have a little patented leather bling to them. It's still made out of a synthetic material. It's actually a material made by Sidi called Tecno Micro.
Okay.
It's synthetic. It's a synthetic leather that's 1/1000th the thickness of silk. So it's very, very fine material, but also has a higher abrasion resistance than the leather.
Okay.
And no break-in period. So you're not going to get your boots and you have to like grind them in and
feel like you're walking on cardboard boxes.
yeah, right. And one day they'll fit good.
Yeah.
These are right out of the box, and you also only clean them with water.
Okay.
Since it's a fine material like it is, any kind of leather treatment would actually ruin the material. So you just wash them off with water.
Interesting.
You'll be set. Again, this has they call it vernice. It's I don't know what it's Italian for, but that's the color model with that. And then we also offer it in just the black and white.
So tell me a little bit about the sole on this boot.
The soles, we do sell replacements of these.
Okay.
These are a bonded-on sole, so they would have to be replaced by a competent cobbler that's used to working with bonded soles. But we do, if you do happen to wear through these, we can totally hook those up for you and have you back out on the street again without a problem.
Cool. So I know your Sidi boots don't have that inner booty that a lot of other boots do. What kind of materials on the inside?
There's a few materials on the inside. The main one's going to be the cambriole lining. Allows with it's breathable. It's real breathable. It's real comfortable.
Yeah.
It won't allow for sweat and water to sit into the boot. It breathes really, really well. There's also a teflon material in the lining that allows for the material to work with your skin and not against it. So you won't have blisters in places that you usually do have blisters with riding in, if in a regular tennis shoe or another competitor's boot. One of the It's hard to express some of the features if you're really not paying attention to a lot of them, especially with a high-end boot with the stitching. The stitching is like perfection on these boots, but also something really small. There's this little, pretty much cut in the fabric right here. It's a stretch panel, and what that does is, with any other boot, if you have your ankle sitting, obviously the inside of no one's foot is like straight up and down.
Exactly.
So the boot shouldn't fit that way either. So this little material is actually a stretch panel.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you can get
Yeah, you can totally see that.
It's a stretch panel, so no matter how big your ankles are or whatnot, it'll actually zip up over the top of your ankles and be a real snug fit, and also allow for people with larger ankles or larger like ankle area of the foot. It allows you the boot to have a more snug, proper fit, and not just kind of pushing your foot into it.
And these boots also come with the fiberglass footbed?
Yes, they also have the composite inner footbed. There's no steel shanks, no leather in that material at all. And these things are rock solid. Again, these are on the $500 race boots, all the way down to even our street shoes have the composite insole.
Cool. So let's move down the line here.
Sure.
We have the Fusion Lay.
This is the Fusion Lay. This you can see there's a little bit similarities between the Vertigo Lay and the Fusion Lay. The Fusion Lay comes in only at $200 though. You can see that some of the features aren't there, but again, it's coming in at $100 less, so they're just not going to be there. It has encapsulated heel cup instead of the anti-shock heel cup. Still has a replaceable toe slider.
Yep.
DuPont polymer toe shift pad over the top of the Tecno micro fabric. Even again on the $200 boot, it still has the stretch panel cut in. And then a lot of the other protections built in, where it has the ankle ball protection, has rear calf protection, and then the shin plate. As you can tell, there's also not a lot of replaceable parts on this besides the toe slider.
So you'd have to get a whole new boot after a while with this one?
Yeah, if this is kind of what I was saying with these boots with the exoskeleton, with this coming in at a lower price point.
Yeah.
If you happen to scrape it up, it's not as big as an investment to replace.
What's the price point on this boot?
It's $200.
And this one?
$300.
Okay, so it is worth it to spend an extra $100, and you could always replace your boot and keep it for a longer lifespan.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the inside of this boot here. Looks like the same liner.
Yeah, same liner, and you'll have that with a lot of Sidi boots. A lot of the materials and stuff all stay the same throughout the model, no matter how much you want to invest into your footwear.
Yeah.
A lot of a Sidi looks at as this is the base of what our company needs to put into footwear. Excuse me. With you know, if they're going down in price of being able to offer the boot, they don't want to forgive any kind of comfortability to them or any kind of safety to the boots at all.
Yeah.
So they'll still have the cambrel lining, the Teflon liner inside that as well.
And this is the Livia Lay?
Livia Rain.
Livia Rain.
Yeah, Livia
Okay.
Rain.
And this is a waterproof boot, right?
That's a waterproof boot, yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. This is for touring, adventure. I wouldn't say adventure touring, but it's more of a touring boot.
Okay.
Real comfortable. You can see it's kind of a no frills kind of boot. Let me smooth these. It's designed to be low key, so if you're commuting to work, you can throw your jeans over the top of it.
Yeah.
You don't come walking in with all your belts and buckles and all that kind of stuff hanging out. Again, it's very comfortable. You can see there's quite a bit of reflective panels throughout the boot. The composite sole bed has a composite insole as well that we saw on the other boots. It has beaded traction for your shift and brake, so you're not just scruffing up the leather of your boot and making it look bad. And something really cool about Sidi and their rain boots, you can open it up. You see the gaiter actually comes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Which if you open up a lot of competitors' boots, they stop right where that zipper stops. Well, the elements don't care where your zipper's at. It's really the top of your boot. So there's an inner gaiter all the way to the top.
Awesome. 100% waterproof.
100% waterproof, and that's guaranteed under Sidi's 2-year warranty as well.
Awesome. The Livia Rain, the Fusion Lay, and the Vertigo Lay are now available at bikebandit.com. This is the women's street lineup developed by Sidi. Thank you, Ryan, for your time.
Not a problem.
I'm Christina. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to give us a call at the number on your screen, or you could always visit us online at bikebandit.com. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys later.